Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video we will look at photosynthetic reaction, the use of glucose and the storage of glucose. So, if you recall, photosynthesis is the process where the plant is producing glucose and oxygen from carbon dioxide and water. So when we think about the uses of glucose, we need to be aware that it is the biosynthesis of materials needed by living organisms, in this case the plant. We'll have a look at what the photosynthetic reaction is, and we'll have a look at how glucose can be stored by the plant. So photosynthesis is a chemical reaction that takes place inside of a plant, producing food for the plant to survive. Some of the glucose produced by photosynthesis is used for respiration. Glucose is the starting point for the biosynthesis that all plants need to live. So, if you remember, the reaction is carbon dioxide plus water will go and form glucose plus oxygen. As you can see from the diagram, the glucose can then be turned into a multitude of different things that the plant can use. So plants use glucose in a range of ways. So it can be used for respiration, it can be converted into starch, which is insoluble. The glucose can be turned into lipids, which are fats and oils and are stored in seeds. Glucose, along with other sugars called fructose, can be turned into sucrose for storage in the plant. Glucose can be converted into cellulose, which is used in making cell walls. And the glucose can be combined with nitrates to make amino acids, which are then made into proteins. So if we look at this question, so some sugars produced by photosynthesis are stored as starch in the roots. Explain as fully as you can why it is an advantage to the plant to store carbohydrate as starch rather than sugar. So we have to think about that. So the key things that you'll need to talk about is that starch is insoluble, so therefore it won't get washed away by water. Sugar is soluble, so it has small molecules and may diffuse out, so could be lost. Starch has large molecules, so therefore cannot be or does not diffuse, so therefore can be retained by the plant. So plants can use the glucose they have made to supply them with energy. Give 4 ways in which plants use the glucose they have made. So if we think back to what we previously looked at, some of the things that you might want to talk about is that the plant can use it to make starch, it can store it as fats and oils, it can use it to make amino acids, which can then be used to make proteins and enzymes, and it can use it to make cellulose, which is used to make cell walls. Thanks for watching.